So the other day I was trying to optimize this incredibly complex spreadsheet for a personal project. And instead of spending, 3 hours wrestling with VLO SES, I just described what I wanted to an LLM.
And it just worked?
It instantly spit out the perfect code.
Yeah.
That feeling, that massive leap in what's possible this year was just incredible.
Right.
So today we're doing a deep dive into Andre Karpathy's 2025 LLM Year in Review to really understand the foundational shifts that got us here.
That's the perfect lens. Our mission today is to go beyond just it got better and really pinpoint the surprising paradigm changes of 2025.
The new methods and new ways of interacting.
Exactly, the things that truly change the game.
Okay, so let's start with the first big one. The LLM production stack.
Yeah.
We all knew about RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback. That was the standard.
For years, yeah.
But 2025 brought us reinforcement learning from verifiable rewards, or RLVR. Wait, so are we saying we now trust a machine's math check more than the person's judgment?
It sounds wild, but yes. It's a profound shift, but it's really about economics and scale.
Okay.
What's so transformative about RLVR is that it uses rewards you can verify automatically. Think math problems or code puzzles.
Where there's one right answer.
Exactly. So labs could suddenly run millions of these cheap objective training cycles. That was just impossible financially when you needed a human for every single one.
So the models got smarter not just from more data, but from more intense practice.
Intense, deep training. That's it. And this prolonged optimization is what let the models develop these spontaneous reasoning strategies.
Like showing their work on a math problem.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives us this new knob to turn, thinking time. You let it generate a longer trace, you get a better answer.
And this new training method led to a whole new way of thinking about the intelligence itself.
It did. The ghost versus animals concept.
I love this analogy. We're not evolving an intelligence like an animal, slowly and holistically. We're summoning a ghost.
A ghost that's hyper-optimized for one thing. Imitating text and solving these specific verifiable puzzles. And the result is what he calls jagged intelligence.
Right. The ghost is a genius polymath. 1 second.
And a confused grade schooler the next. It explains why it can ace a standardized test, but then completely fail at booking a simple flight.
And that jaggedness is why we started losing trust in the old benchmarks. They were too easy to game with RLVR.
Benchmarking, yeah. Optimizing for the test, not for general usefulness.
So if the benchmarks are out, where does this weird intelligence actually provide value?
Well, the utility is massive, especially in what's now being called vibe coding.
Vibe coding, it just sounds right. It's less about the nitty-gritty logic and more about, well, guiding a vibe.
You're just building these amazing programs using plain English. The code itself becomes sort of ephemeral. You can just throw it away.
It's a huge power to the people moment. You don't need to be a professional coder to build things anymore.
And if you are a professional, you can write so much more software. It's terraforming the entire field.
But that capability needs structure, right? It can't just live in a chat window.
Exactly. And that's why we saw the rise of this new LLM app layer. Think of products like Cursor.
They're like the project managers for the AI.
That's a great way to put it. They handle the context, they orchestrate all the complex LLM calls in the background, and they give you a real interface to work with.
So the labs build the, let's say, generally capable college student.
And the apps turn them into deployed professionals by giving them private data and feedback loops.
They make the ghost truly useful.
And this transition is absolutely key for businesses and, for personal productivity, which is why we'd like to thank our sponsor, EmberSilk.
Right.
If you need help with AI training, automation, or even just figuring out where agents could make the biggest impact for your business, check out embersilk.com for your AI needs.
Speaking of making the ghost useful, we have to talk about the AI that actually lives on your computer now.
Yes, Claude Code. That was, for me, the first time an LLM agent felt truly convincing.
Because it wasn't on a website.
It was right there on your machine, on your local host, in this tiny command line interface. A little spirit in the machine. It's a totally different paradigm.
Which brings us to the final big shift. The user interface. The LLM GUI.
Signaled by that Google Gemini Nano Banana demo. It's a perfect example.
Right now, talking to an LLM feels like using a text console from, the 1980s.
But people don't think in paragraphs of text. We're visual. We need the LLM to speak to us visually.
Show us charts, infographics, maybe even build a little web app on the fly.
It has to use text, image generation, and its world knowledge together to just show you the answer instead of making you read it. That's the next huge leap for making these things intuitive.
Wow. What a year. It feels like the summary is that LLMs are somehow both smarter and dumber than we expected.
But incredibly useful.
Yeah. And Karpathy's final thought really sticks with me, that the industry hasn't even realized 10% of their potential.
The field just feels so wide open.
It really does.
Which leaves a great question for you to think about. Outside of software, what brand new jobs will be created by this idea of vibe coding, of just guiding powerful AI with plain language in the next year? That's the progress we're all about to see.
A great thought to end on. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, and leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.